Riffin with Rizzuo, wow, all day long. Pulling up the Rizzuo and I'll sing you a song. 'Cause oh, I got it bad and oh, it's so sad. But I'm here and I'm gonna try to make you glad. And welcome to the Riffin with Rizzuo news, baby. I'm your host, Paul Rizzuo. Thanks for tuning in on today's episode, a news-filled day episode. We're going to just jump right on into it because there's so many that are flipping up. People can't control what the hell they do, so in turn they'll get some news and everyone will get a laugh. Everyone will get a laugh. Kinda like a big tall giraffe, and he'll bend his neck around trying to sniff his own ass. That's usually what they like to do if they can't grab the tallest tree ahead of themselves. But alright, let's take a look at our first article, baby. Remember to like, comment, subscribe to the goddamn channel. Follow me on all the stupid shit. Paul Rizzuo Comedy. Tell a friend or two, whatever you gotta do. Beat him in the fucking head or step on him and get to watch it. But alright, let's see what the first article is, baby. Middle school bans all black clothing, citing mental health concerns. Oh, is that right? Oh. Yeah, no one can wear black clothing anymore. And school officials said that the middle school is eliminating all black clothing because it is associated with depression and mental health issues. Well, I guess there are a lot of those little mall rats that they wear all black. They give everybody else a bad name, and they give the color black a bad name. What the hell did the color black ever do to you? El Paso, Texas. Oh, of course, everything's going on in Texas. That's the breeding ground for the mental health issues, if you didn't know it. Texas middle school. I wouldn't even be wearing black clothes out there. The sun will just melt your fucking body right there on the spot. If you're wearing one of those extra large black tees, you better watch out for me. Because I'll be sweating myself into a pile of shit because, what the hell else, that's it. Yeah, all black clothing. Because schools officials say it's associated with mental health issues, like they stated over here with the stupid-ass picture. They got a bunch of black clothing up on hangers on a fucking metal fence around the school. Look at this stupid-ass picture. Oh, my God. It's like a 7th grader's drawers, or a little skirt, a little t-shirt, another skirt, some pants from a fucking mall rat. Over in Hot Topic there, you get your dick pierced and your lip pierced all in one little visit there. Students at Charles Middle School in El Paso, Texas, headed back to school Monday, days after a letter from Principal Nick DeSantis outlined the school's new dress code policy. Oh, I bet the students were pissed off at that. I'm sure they were really unhappy to read the letter about the school that's eliminating all black clothing because it's associated with depression and mental health issues or criminality. You're a criminal if you wear a black shirt. They probably put a cattle prod up your ass for it. Hey, Timmy, you look pretty devilish today wearing that black shirt. Get the fuck back home and put on a pink shirt so I can blow you while I teach math class at the same time. That's what they want the kids. They want them to transgender themselves into a pink shirt. It's all about shifting colors. Don't you see? The color wheel has a hell of an effect on people these days. Oh, on people these days. You would think red, blood red would have more of an effect. You stabbed Laura there. She's wearing a black shirt that's now maroon. Yeah, what the hell are you gonna do about that? It's all flip-flop, mixed match colors up the hill. And Norma de la Rosa, there we go with the 4 names and 1 name again. The president of the El Paso Teacher Association explained in more detail why the policy is in place and what clothing is allowed. Oh, what it is? A double Z bra that'll hold your tit after you pump it up at the fucking exorcism den. She says teachers see a sudden change in students going from dressing with color to all black when they are depressed or stressed. Yeah, because they can't see their dick run through their pants. It's easier if you were wearing white pants or gym shorts. How do you hide Zach's dong? Oh, you have to call King Kong. Or just put the movie on, then his dick will go down. No boy, oh yes, it'll go down. No kid will see his big hard cock and physical ed. PE or whatever the hell it is. That's what it was called when I was doing it. But what they are not allowing is for students to wear clothing that is black from top to bottom. They need to get their priorities straight in the school. How about, someone's going to come in there, little Jared, with a fucking bazooka in his pocket just because he's wearing a pink shirt. Now he can't wear the black shirt. Don't you see how it's going to create havoc anyway? They can wear it on free dress day. Oh, yeah, everyone's like, oh, my God, I can't wait for free dress day. I get to wear my black shirt with holes in it. My stepdad tried to shoot me down when I tried to skip around and try to skip class because I hate this fucking school. Oh, I'd rather go to a bar and play pool. Yeah, I'd rather have a biker fuck me in the ass with a pink shirt on than wear a black shirt and get kicked in the asshole by a principal that doesn't give a shit about teaching nothing. Fucking poor bastard kid sounds like a goddamn bird getting his shirt yanked off by the principal. It sounds like this. Many parents and community members disagree with the policy, commenting online that clothing color doesn't define a person's mental state. And I am with that parent too. I think maybe I left one of the comments, but the color of clothing has nothing to do with your ability to do anything or feel any emotion, Alex Lucero said. Well, I love you, Alex. That's correct again. Making students wear a different color isn't going to magically make them a completely different person. Now, of course not. Why the hell, if they're mentally fucking unstable, they're going to bring a Magnum PI and blow that candy machine out and then take out Derek, Todd, and Sarah all in one candy bar. That's a 5th Avenue going down the wrong street. De La Rosa said parents who are upset need to read the dress code policy. I mean, if you were to have chains hanging down with metal blades, then I can see that's attached to the shirt, but it doesn't seem to be the case. So the colors are not so much to prevent or stop mental health issues. You can have the most colorful dress on and still be suffering through depression. Of course, maybe now I know why they don't like black on a guy or on a broad. Because the school staff could see where all the semen spots are on all the black clothing. It's the easiest to spot out of any color if you go semen on a red shirt. Of course, it doesn't show up as well as on a black shirt. You can spot that shit from a mile away. So that might be the other reason why they don't want to see semen on all these kids. But the El Paso Independent School District said in a statement that the middle school is updating its uniform policy to enhance students' well-being and sense of pride. Of course, you gotta have pride. These kids don't give a fuck about pride. All they give a shit about is fooling around with all the little girls and boys and getting the lunch money so they can buy some dope in a boat and stroll out to Germany. Of course, they like their school lunches. And And they also like skateboarding. At least that's what I liked. I like turkey sandwiches and skateboarding and jerking off in the locker room. That way if Jared came up and tried to beat my head into it, well, his hand would stick in the goo as well. So, lesson learned, I guess you're not allowed to wear black because the semen will show on the clothing. And also, I guess it means you're a fucking murderer also if you're wearing black. All right, let's take a look at the next one, baby. Next. Man taking trash to dumpster with gun slips, shoots and kills himself accidentally, police say. That's a hell of a way to go off and get off planet Earth, is by slipping and shooting your mouth out. Brain goes back out of your head into the dumpster where inevitably the cop would scoop it up and put it there anyway, so at least you got it in the trash. It's a hole-in-one you didn't lose completely. San Antonio, a man taking his trash to an apartment dumpster was shot and killed after he slipped while walking, and the gun he was carrying went off accidentally, according to the San Antonio Police Department. See, this whole thing could have been avoided if he didn't have a gun strapped to his side. I mean, it is a scary world out there. You never know who the hell's going to jump out and try to put a hammer through your forehead. Oh. But why the hell are you really just carrying a gun? Why don't you carry a big jar of pepper spray instead? Yeah, that'll still fuck them up. But a gun will extremely fuck you up. As you can tell, it blew his fucking teeth out of his face along with his brain into the trash receptacle where he was taking the trash, ironically enough. He's killing two birds with one stone. Officers were called just before 6 a.m. to the 12400 block of Starcrest Drive, not far from Jones Maltzberger's Road, after receiving word of a person wounded. Who the hell? What's Jones Maltzberger Road? Is that like a special road people go on? I don't know anything about it. According to the police, a man in his 50s or 60s was walking to a nearby dumpster while carrying both his trash and a gun. Which one, though, is number one? That's when police say the man slipped in a wet area, and somehow the gun went off, wounding him in the chest. So it didn't blow his teeth out of his face with the back of his brain. He just shot himself in the chest. Police said the man, however, continued to walk down the hill to the dumpster where he was later found. He was taken by ambulance to an area hospital where he later died. He died at the hospital. He didn't chuck himself into the trash. If I would have shot my chest out, I would have just rolled in the dumpster and put a flag up like I give up. SAPD said investigators found a gun near the trash bags. San Antonio Police Department and Fire Department and the EMS team all responded to the call. So you better believe there's probably the whole parking lot was filled up with police and EMS and the fire department. Those trucks are big as shit, can you tell? Oh, yeah. Yeah, they take up like 16 parking spots, probably more than that. I'm being generous. If it's a little shorty bus ambulance, a bunch of tards get off there, like, where's the fire? It's not spraying anything. It sprays some old lady and she slips and bangs her head on the dumpster. And then you have another one die right next to that goddamn haunted trash receptacle, I tell you. The name of the man killed has not been yet released. Oh, why not? What's the hold on it? That's the end of the article. I guess there's not much else to say. But what the hell do you do? I know, just don't carry a gun along with you while you're taking out the trash. All right, that was a short one. Let's look at something else, baby. Next. Douglas County woman charged with arson after siphoning gas while smoking. Well, that's a bright one. That will light up in flames. Roseburg, Oregon. A woman in a bakery van. Well, she was trying to get all of her bread done in one oven. And allegedly lit a cigarette while using a hose to siphon gas out of a U-Haul vehicle last week in Roseburg. They'll do anything to keep their bakery in business. And she's charged with second-degree arson after at least one or possibly two U-Haul vehicles were destroyed by fire, according to the court records. Well, they don't know if it was two. How the hell do you not know if it was two? You'd find 8 arrows in a zoo. 8 tires in a zoo. They probably bounced off and went down the fucking road, and 2 engines you find. I don't know how the hell you don't figure that out. According to the probable cause affidavit, Jennifer Denise Holmes, 47, who drives a van with Nana's Sweet Treats. I ain't going anywhere near that. Probably has gas and cigarettes in the fucking treats there. I'm not eating any cigarette scones. Arrested on August 3rd at the Douglas County's Farmers Co-op in relation to the July 31st fire. They don't know who did it then, but now they know who did it now. Roseburg police were called to the U-Haul business parking lot on Northeast Stevens Street around 5:30 a.m. for a report of a fire. That's a way to get you out of bed, The U-Haul was fully engulfed in flames, according to the report. The fire had spread to the second van, so they do know it was 2 vans. Why the hell did they just tell us there was at least one? The drive line burned out, causing the flaming van to roll into a tree. Oh yeah, it blew out and fucking caught the engine up in flames. And then it put it in auto drive and drove right into a fucking tree. A squirrel probably fell out in a bird nest. Oh, they were up in flames to hell. See what your Nana's Sweet Treats did to the whole nature field. The whole community lost a tree, lost a bird. Oh, and the squirrel. What the hell? You have no van now, and no business either at the Farmers Co-op. You have nothing. But when it rolled around, the authorities could see it on the ground, and heavily burned gas cap and insulated electrical cord. Sounds a little dangerous, man. I want to have my granddaughter frolicking over there, doing jump rope or pogo stick around the van. Security footage showed Holmes' van in the area just before the fire began. Holmes was questioned and admitted to siphoning gas from the U-Haul and lighting a cigarette at the same time, which sparked the fire. Who are you, Fred Ward and Tremors or Kevin Bacon? That sounds like something those fucking guys would do. Holmes is also charged with first-degree criminal mischief and reckless burning. I wouldn't want to get a reckless burning charge. You're trying to get a job to feed your family, and they say, "What's this reckless charge?" You say, "Oh, I'm a fucking dumbass. Oh, boy. I was siphoning gas with a cigarette in my mouth and almost blew my fucking face off and looked like a skeleton like in Terminator 2 at the end there, but before he jumps into the liquid hot magma or lava." Turns out this is just an accident. I actually blew up 2 fucking U-Hauls for my shitty Nana's Sweet Treats business. I was too drunk to figure out what the hell I was trying to do, so do I have the job? And manager's shocked. He steps up and he takes his chair out and beats her in the fucking head and pours gas on her and lights a match. Ooh. Up in flames to hell, and that's the end of the whole goddamn thing. She doesn't even have to go to jail because she's burnt to a crisp just like her fucking U-Hauls. All right, let's take a look at another one, baby. Next. Chicago woman attempted to get all you can eat for an entire table. Well, sure, you gotta beat the system somehow. Everything is $1,000,001 fucking bucks. What used to be $5 is now $15. What's now 15 is now $45 or $50. Everything has gone up $1,000,001. But let's see what the hell this person did. Dispatch advised officers they heard multiple females screaming and threatening people. I couldn't imagine they would threaten that much over a fucking cheeseburger or a chicken wing, but I could be wrong. As officers arrived on the scene, they were met outside by a female who was the subject of yelling. I'm sure I can imagine that. As officers began speaking with her and two other adult subjects, along with several juveniles, aka probably their children, 9 kids for each mother, and walked outside and stood next to her, the woman began to advise officers that they were involved in a verbal altercation with the Applebee's manager because she was under the impression that all you can eat, if ordered by one person, was good for the entire table. Well, we know goddamn well it's not, even though we're going to try to do it anyway. And that's a dumbass move if you're the only one buying and you have a whole family of 10 or 12 or maybe 18 and only one bag pays for it. Where the hell is everyone eating? Oh, the manager is going to come out, right there, and put on a mask and give you a scare. They're going to scare you the hell out of there because you're not paying for each person. That's just how it works. I mean, everyone at the table is paying for their own meal, but all you can eat, you can't just go out there with a fucking tractor and a wheelbarrow and just plow lobster legs and burgers and chicken fingers in a fucking thing and then roll it up to the table. What the hell world do you think we're living in? I wish it was that easy. Just imagine if it was all you could drink for $49.95, unlimited mimosas. You probably have Karen out there. She smashes her face on the fucking floor trying to pick up an onion ring, and she has to go take a leak. Take a leak, so she pisses all over the floor and then freeze tags Laura. Then they're chasing each other around the fucking Applebee's, and it's all up in hell for you. And then the whole restaurant collapses into itself because it shouldn't exist in the first place anyway. I have a friend named Jake. I think he'd feel the same way about it. He used to work there, so I'm sure he probably had the same people doing the same shit to him too. According to the woman, the manager became very unprofessional towards them. That's usually what happens when you're guilty. Unprofessional means swearing at him, pulling out pepper spray, getting ready to use it. She advised officers nowhere on the menu did it state per person. Oh, we're getting down to technicalities here, are we? The woman then proceeded to hand officers a menu which showed all-you-can-eat special, and while they were looking over the menu, underneath the bold letterings, which read, all you can eat was displayed per person. Yep. The officer turned the menu around and proceeded to show them. At the time, the separate couple was walking out of the exit of the restaurant. The woman began to point at the couple and advised the officer that words were exchanged between them as well. As the couple walked out the door, words again were exchanged between them. Well, what the fuck did they say? At the time, the woman became very loud and disorderly, attracting the attention of other patrons due to her behavior. Yep, that's a body cam video for you. I saw a Taco Bell one last night. I'll just replace Taco Bell with Applebee's. It's the same damn thing. The officer warned the woman she would be charged for disorderly conduct. Obviously, that's no surprise. The woman's friend then approached her yelling, "No, no, no, no," to quiet her, but was unable to. Of course, when you have some fat bastard just screaming amok, You can't do anything to stop them. Even if you shove a chicken wing in their mouth, they'll fucking gobble the bone up and then still complain about it. At one point, the friend proceeded to place her hand over her mouth in an attempt to quiet her, but again, was unable to. Of course, she's probably gonna chew your hand off like it's the fucking chicken wing. So all they want to do is eat a bunch of shit. She didn't even want the food for you guys. She just wanted to take enough home to shove in her fucking fridge so she could eat it later and not have to pay for it. Wish things were that easy. After being warned again for disorderly conduct, the woman continued to yell and act disorderly. You don't say. The officer then approached her and informed her she was going to be placed under arrest. And get ready to go to jail, bitch. The officer then proceeded to place her into handcuffs and then escorted her into the patrol vehicle. How sure they are that red and blue blinding lights. Not only is she going to throw up the chicken, she's going to go straight blind. That's how bright those fucking lights are. The cops, they have reflection contacts in, so it doesn't even affect them whatsoever. That's why they can stand in front of it and stare at it for 1,000,000 hours and not even be affected by it. The woman now identified Shawnisha Combs. That sounds like a musical hero of Chicago. But now she's transported to the Porter County Jail. Or the Porter County Jail. What do they have, porters? They dump booze all over her head, and that's black booze. Porters are black. And then she won't be able to get in school because it'll look like she has a black shirt on, right? Shawnisha Combs was charged with disorderly conduct. That's a B misdemeanor. Well, the next time you'll be able to pay double time for all the chicken wings you shoved in your mouth there. And you're gonna probably squawk like a bird just like this. All right, kids, I'm getting the hell out of here. That was a fun one, but now I go to Betty Bye and get up and go say hi to Dr. Octopus, who's going to shove a fucking thermometer up my ass and give me an ultrasound on my chest. And then hopefully I can get some rest. Yeah, hopefully I can. Hopefully you guys can too. Have a good week. It was nice talking to you guys. Isn't the news crazy? I swear. Goddamn kids. I'll talk to you a little later. Hey, Chad, why don't you get me one of them Reese's ice cream cones there? Yeah, I'm looking for something sweet. I got a sweet tooth tonight.